Hello, lovely people. How are you all? Hope you are fine and doing great. Well, I am Priyanka Chaudhary and welcome back to my channel where I assist you learn English in an easier and practical way. Today, I'm going to be discussing something really important conversations. They are essential to building and maintaining relationships. We all know that. Through conversation, we learn about other people and ourselves. The ability to communicate effectively is crucial in every area of life, from personal to professional. Good communication skills, like conversations, enable us to comprehend and make ourselves clear to others, share and receive information. And we all want to be good at them, right? We want people to feel heard, understood, and enjoy talking with us. But sometimes we all have little habits that can get in the way of that. And the crazy thing is, a lot of these habits are so common that we don't even realize we are doing them. So today, I'm going to break down 10 bad conversation habits that can create mess without us even knowing. So, if you are ready to become a better communicator and make your conversations more enjoyable, then stick around and watch this video till the end. So, without any further delay, let's get started. Let's start with interrupting. This is when you cut someone off before they are done talking. I know sometimes we interrupt because we are excited or we think we already know what they are going to say. But here is the thing, interrupting makes it seem like we don't really care about their full thought. When we cut people off, it can feel like we are saying, my opinion is more important than yours. So instead, try this. Take a deep breath and really listen. Even if you are bursting with something to say, let them finish their thought first. It shows respect and helps build trust. And honestly, once you let people fully share, you might even see things from a new angle. And here is the second habit that you must avoid, only talking about yourself. Sometimes what we do, someone is talking and we jump in with our own story or experience. It's natural to want to relate, but if every conversation turns into all about me, people might feel like you're not really interested in what they have to say. They could even start to feel overlooked or unimportant. A simple way to fix this is to remind yourself to ask questions back. If someone's telling you about their weekend, don't just launch into your weekend. Say something like, that sounds cool. Tell me more about it. This keeps the conversation balanced and shows that you're genuinely interested in them. Now, here comes the third habit that you must avoid, pretending to listen. The okay, like this. We all know this one. You're kind of listening, but your mind is somewhere else. Maybe you're just nodding and saying, right, but not really paying attention. Do you know what's the problem? People can usually tell, and when they do, it can make them feel like they are wasting their time talking to you. So, in order to fix this problem, instead of pretending, try to focus on what they are saying. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back. A simple trick is to repeat their words back to them. For instance, oh, so you're saying you went to the party. It only keeps you focused, but it also shows them that you're really listening. Now, here comes the fourth one, giving advice when it's not asked for. Most of us are in the habit of giving advice, but sometimes people just want someone to listen, not solve their problem. If a friend is talking about their day and we jump in with, here is what we should do, it can feel like we are not respecting their need to just speak, to just vent. Here is a great way to handle this. Ask them, do you want advice or do you just want to talk? That way, you know what they're looking for. And if they just need to vent, to just go on speaking, just want to share their experiences and feelings, give them that space. It makes them feel heard and they'll appreciate your understanding. And here comes the fifth habit, checking your phone mid conversations. Phones, we just love them, right? But they can seriously mess with conversations. If you are talking to someone and keep looking at your phone, it sends a message that the person in front of you isn't as important as whatever is there on your screen. And that can feel hurtful. So try putting your phone away during conversations. If you really need to check, maybe just say something like, sorry, I just need to check this really quickly. This shows them that you are aware and you are still making an effort to give them your attention. Here comes the sixth habit, complaining too much. Complaining now and then is fine. We all have bad days. But if every conversation turns into a list of things that went wrong, it can start to bring people down. Constant complaining can make people feel like there is a dark cloud over the conversations, and nobody likes to talk to a complainer. So instead of complaining, try balancing out your stories. If you share something negative, try following it up with something positive. For example, you can say something like, work was rough today, but at least I got a good coffee this morning. It helps keep the conversation lighter and makes people enjoy talking to you more. And the seventh habit is humble bragging. Means a humble brag is when you are showing off but trying to make it sound more casual or even like a complaint. Things like, I didn't even study and I still got an A, or I'm so busy because everyone wants my help. So you are just bragging about yourself too much. Now, most people see through it and it can make conversations feel fake. If you are proud of something, there is nothing wrong with just saying it directly. Or if it's not a big deal, maybe it doesn't need to be shared. Being genuine is always more attractive than trying to impress people with humble brags. Now, let's look at the eighth one, talking over people. Now, talking over people happens a lot, especially in group conversations. You are excited to say something, but you end up speaking right over someone else. It can come across as disrespectful, like their point doesn't matter at all. A good rule here is to look for a little pause before jumping in. It shows that you're letting everyone have their turn, and it can actually make people more interested in what you have to say when you do speak up. Now, the ninth habit that you should completely avoid while having a conversation is not matching their energy. Now, matching someone's energy means responding to them in a way that feels similar to their mood. For instance, if they are super excited, try being a little more upbeat. If they are having a serious moment, keep it calm and respectful. This helps people feel like you get them and can make conversations feel more connected. You don't have to pretend, but just like aware of their tone and energy can help the conversation flow better. It's a great way to show empathy without saying a word. And now, the 10th one, being too defensive. Sometimes in conversations, people give feedback or have different opinions. But if you get defensive or take things personally every time, it can make it hard for people to talk openly with you. They might even start holding back because they are afraid of your reaction. So instead, try to listen to feedback or different opinions without immediately reacting. Take a breath and ask yourself if there is some truth in what they are saying. This can open up a conversation instead of shutting it down, and it helps people feel safe to share their thoughts. So that's it for today's video, and here I have just shared with you 10 habits to watch out for if you want to make conversations smoother and more enjoyable. And remember, none of us are perfect, and it's totally normal to slip up sometimes. The goal isn't to get it right every single time, but to be a little more mindful of these habits. And next time you are talking with someone, try working on one or two of these and see how it changes things. And if you have any other tips or habits to avoid, leave them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me till the end. I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, bye bye. Take care.